Hello again. This is Sonic 2. um, for Sonic Origins. Uh, man.
These fools have to wait a week for this. We're watching it immediately after CD.
Yeah, fuck nerds.
You're
Sonic
watching this
2.
on YouTube.
I'm so
You should
happy.
have been there in person.
Yeah, I'm so happy that we're on to Sonic 2 because, I'll be honest, Sonic CD is just kind of boring to watch.
Yeah,
But
hey, the
Sonic
Jank
2,
made it fun.
Sonic 2 should be a lot more fun, except, in this first zone, you kind of probably already know what I do in the first zone.
Oh boy, we're gonna be here for a while. I'm gonna go get some food.
I think Emerald Hill takes up like maybe the first 20 minutes.
I can't believe it. Oh boy. Well, since we're gonna be here a while, Sonic 2. This game's good.
Yeah. Oh, it's real good.
It's a lot of fun. This I will disagree with you, but I can understand why you'd call this your favorite Sonic game. It's just a good game.
I thought you were talking to me there for a second. I was like, this is not my favorite Sonic game.
Oh, no. I'm aware.
You're just talking to the audience. I gotcha. Sonic 2 is, like, it's definitely, like, you can't knock anyone for saying that this is their favorite, It's like, it's just a solid game all around. It's a very, very good improvement over the first game. With the introduction of the spin dash, tails, and special stages and checkpoints, which is the only time that happens. So, yeah.
They kind of bring it back in Sonic 3, but bonus stages, I guess, are slightly different. I like that's one of the things I like about Sonic 3 is how they combine previous elements like that to just make it the best it could be.
Yeah, Sonic 3 feels like a natural progression, other than like Sonic CD, which is just Sonic 1, but in a completely different, context. Sonic 2 feels like a sequel to the first game, and Sonic 3 feels like a sequel to this game. It's a natural progression. But as for my thoughts on the game, I used to not be too big on it because I never used to go for the emeralds. So like I would just kind of speed through the stages, and in this game you can do so pretty mindlessly and beat the game pretty easily.
Other than the final boss, but
yeah, other than like the final boss and Metropolis Zone, I would say. But like now that like I have the Origins versions and I have these updated versions of the special stages, I always go for the emeralds because now these special stages are fun and not terrible like they are in the Genesis.
Yeah, these are I can't tell what's worse. These are Heroes half pipes, because at least these can be consistently done when you know them. But Heroes is just
Heroes is just shit control all around. Like,
for whatever reason, they turned on the physics and then turned them up, and whatever else they did with them.
Yeah. But
does this save your rings from the previous special stage? I thought you lost them all.
Yeah, so Origins kind of babyifies classic Sonic in a lot of ways. I also discovered some things that it does in Sonic 3 as well. But in this, you keep your rings now after a special stage, when in the original you'd have to hunt for another 50 rings to go into another special stage. But now you can just go from checkpoint to checkpoint without any problem, so long as you don't get hit. And I discovered in Sonic 3 and Knuckles that when you hit a checkpoint, if you have an elemental shield and you die, whatever elemental shield you had when you hit that checkpoint, you will keep it in the Origins version.
Oh.
So, yeah, it's like I said, they kind of babyified it, but I kind of like it for
it's one of those things where
going.
if you're really hardcore, you're gonna care, but if not, it's not gonna affect
If
it
not, it's
too
just going to be
much.
helpful because if
Because
you're not
honestly, if
hardcore,
you're good enough to
probably
get
bad.
all 7 of these in a row, anyways, you don't need the ring help.
Yeah, that's true. If you're not me and know where every checkpoint in Emerald Hill is, so you can get it all on Emerald Hill, then it's not really
Yeah.
going to help you that much. Other than
I'm just
the one checkpoint that's right next to a coconut that you will probably get hit with a coconut right after you exit.
now you talked about Sonic Origins babyifying everything, and I'm just gonna say I am 100% thankful for it. Sonic Origins was the first time I ever collected all these 7 Chaos Emeralds in Sonic 2. I hate these special stages. I don't want to learn them. I have no patience for them. And yeah.
See, I would agree
always
with
skip 'em.
you if it were the original versions of these special stages. Because
I don't think these are fun. These are just legible. It's like the only difference.
I think they're at least way better than the Sonic 1 special stages. But I don't know. This, well, it has like the same issues. Like the original version of those special stages in Sonic 2 have the same issues as the Sonic CD ones, where they're at like 2 frames per second. And yeah, I didn't get all the emeralds until the mobile version of Sonic 2, which is just this version. But then I went back on the Genesis version and did it because I'm a masochist, I guess. But I played these special stages enough to where I kind of have them memorized, but I still kind of don't. It's more reactionary. And you'll see that by the 7th special stage, I'm just kind of panicking the entire time.
Oh.
Because, no.
Yeah, no, these, like, I like Supersonic and all, and I like getting the complete endings and that feeling of completion, but it just ain't worth it here.
Yeah.
They just aren't fun. I don't like it.
See, that's what I was saying earlier. That's what I used to think, but now that I get the emeralds every time, it feels like a way more complete experience that I enjoy to play.
I guess, but I'd only ever do it in Origins because I get those retries.
Yeah, you get the retries, and you can freaking react to where the rings are spawning because they don't spawn 2 feet in front of you, you know?
But even the mobile version, I want to do it just because I don't get instant retries. I have to pause and restart the stage, and yeah, that's not fun either.
Yeah, I think the retry system in this is definitely kind of necessary for...
Tails, why? Tails, no!
Okay, so I'm glad that you're saying that. Tails, ignore Tails. He's useless to you. Because, yeah, he can collect rings, but if you're relying on Tails' rings to get to the ring total, you're playing these special stages badly, and you should feel badly. Because
yeah, Tails is not worth having in Sonic 2. He's going to screw you over a lot of times. He's a neat gimmick, but unless it's Sonic 3, I don't find him helpful.
No, that's
even in Sonic 3, it's only very specific circumstances.
I don't know why I'm standing here, but that's not even what I'm saying. I'm saying that if you find that Tails is screwing you over in special stages, then you're not playing them correctly, because you should be able to get all the rings that you need as Sonic. Tails grabbing extra rings can help you, but if you're relying on Tails to get rings to reach the ring total,
yeah, he's almost always going to get hit by bombs in later stages.
if you're
it's just going to happen.
Yeah, so you just need to beat the special stages and just worry about Sonic's rings. If Tails gets hit, he's not really screwing you over if you play it like that.
It should be noted, if you really, really hate it, you can turn off Tails and get a lower ring count.
Yeah, I'm playing with Tails here.
And if you play as Knuckles, you have an even lower count. It's great.
Yeah. I'm playing with Tails as a sidekick here just because, you know...
It's the right way, yeah.
I'm showcasing Sonic 2, you know, and this is...
I always play with him on.
I don't. I never play with Tails on.
I kind of like him screwing me over, you know, and it adds to it.
I like Tails abuse. I like to abuse him.
I also do like the mod that recently got made where Tails will explode when he touches the ground. That's just amazing.
But Tails, no!
You have to play the entire game, keeping him off the ground. It's fun. That's a great one.
Well, we're in another special stage.
Yep.
I warned you. This is gonna... Yeah.
I'm gonna go get my DS out.
Go
play a good game.
Yeah, see, if you're gonna play this game, I don't recommend playing it like how I'm playing it here. I kind of just wanted to get the emeralds out of the way because, one, I know if there will be comments in the comment section, they will be lambasting me if I didn't get all the emeralds in Emerald Hill Zone. And two, I don't really know where many checkpoints are in some of the later levels, so you know, I just
I'm pretty sure I get past. I always go past Chemical Plant Act 1 without touching a single signpost.
Yeah, in later levels. Oh
Tails,
yeah,
what
thanks,
the
Tails.
fuck?
Tails, get out of the middle, you idiot! Like Sonic, it hurts.
Holy shit! He still has a ring though.
Yeah, somehow.
He's got one.
But yeah, see, the goal is 150. I already have 159. I'm like, it's not hard.
I disagree.
I'm talking specifically about Tails.
Oh, yeah.
Like if you're the kind of person that's like, oh, Tails screws you over in these special stages, he doesn't. You're just playing badly. You know?
Yeah.
Get good, scrub. It's the pink emerald.
Yay! I'm gonna go kill myself.
Oh, we still have 3 of these.
I'm gonna go die.
Oh my god, we still have 3 to get.
I don't like Emerald Hill that much to stay here. Green Hill's better, I'm sorry.
See, when I get around to recording Knuckles in Sonic 3 and Knuckles, I will be getting all the Super Emeralds in Mushroom Hill as well, so... That'll be fun.
It's funny you say that.
Did you do that?
We'll get that when we get to that.
I'm gonna assume you didn't do that and you failed miserably.
Anyways, special stages. Yeah.
Yeah, I like the colors of this one. That's all I can say. I think,
I guess the only other thing I have to say about special stages is a quick plug. I guess if you're ever curious on some of the technical side of Sonic 2's programming, check out a channel called Coding Secrets / Game Hut. I think the video's on like both of these, but it's a channel by John Burton, who was the head of Traveler's Tales for a while. He worked on Sonic R, but he does a lot of videos on Genesis coding and takes a look at like Sonic 2 and such, giving his take on how these stages are done.
He was also the lead. I don't know if he was the lead programmer or what, but he was a lead in 3D Blast, I think.
Yeah, that was developed by Traveler's Tales as well.
Yeah. He did a lot. He does, it's not just Sonic stuff. He has like videos on like the Genesis Mickey Mouse.
Yeah. Some of my favorite stuff was like his videos on Lego Star Wars and its cut content.
Yeah, those are fun.
It's one of my early childhood games. So I love that stuff.
Oh yeah.
It's a really cool channel.
Yeah, highly recommend.
Shameless plug. We still got 2 more of these. No, we won't.
I will, because I actually write descriptions.
I wrote a description, I think.
Not on the Halo video.
Oh.
So now we talked about
it.
We talked about it in CD, but this is Green Hill Zone 3. I guess, you know what? With how many Green Hill Zone clones and just Green Hill Zone rehashes there are in the Sonic series,
I've never seen someone reattach to that.
We should just have a running counter of Green Hill clones. So this is number 3.
Does the Angel Island count as 4?
No, it's not like Angel. It's not like a Green Hill clone.
I guess we can call it different enough. You
know, at least it has a different color scheme and a completely different art
You
style.
cheater.
Hey, I had to showcase it at least once.
It's okay, I do it too.
Yeah, Tails can you could always do this in the Genesis game, but they made it a lot easier in the Taxman versions and
I don't think you
Origins.
can do it in the original too.
You can. Oh no,
Really?
not the original 2, sorry. Tails
3,
wasn't
I
able
know
to
you can do
Tails
it.
wasn't able to fly until Sonic 3 and Knuckles, you're right. But they in the original Sonic 3 and Knuckles you had to use 2 controllers to get that to happen. But in the Origins / Taxman versions, you can hold up on the D-pad and then jump and keep repeatedly pressing jump to make Tails fly so he can carry you. It can be a little tricky to try and get it to work consistently because sometimes Tails just flies away without you. But it's very useful. I don't use it too much. I just wanted to get the last Emerald. And I needed this this special stage because it's special stage 6 and there's a checkpoint like in 10 feet to the right. And that's the last one before the boss, so yeah.
This is like
This is the snot special
I had
stage.
a thought. I had a thought, but I lost it. So
Yeah, this is the snot flavored special stage.
Fuff. Did you ever eat like those Harry Potter beans? That was one of the flavors.
No. Oh, like the I heard of them. I never
Birdie
actually
the
tried
birdie
them.
bots. They're I got stuck with all the bad ones because my little cousins didn't want them. So I ate
Yeah,
them.
like the
I
why did you?
regretted it.
You didn't have to fucking eat.
This one
them.
is just called Earthworm, and it's pretty vile.
What about the vomit flavor?
Ugh.
Oh god, just one more. It's almost over. And then we can start talking about the game properly.
Yeah, it doesn't start till we get to Chemical Plant. Chemical
Well,
Plant's the real Act 1.
Yeah, even when playing this normally, Emerald Hill is kind of a lackluster zone. It's just Green Hill, but more straightforward, to be honest.
Yeah, as far as Sonic 2's design goes, it's just too plain, and without any gimmicks doesn't really do a whole lot. I mean, Chemical Plant's kind of the same with like a couple extra gimmicks, but also just a lot more speed orientation in its
Ow.
design. Get
Yeah,
wrecked.
just quick heads up. I play the special stage really badly, but I still get the Emerald, so you guys all just suck.
No, this will be how I play them.
Just every single one, right?
Yeah. I was playing these for like a solid hour when Origins came out. Just dying over and over.
Just
trolled,
restarting, using all your coins. To be fair,
Yeah.
I already have like 600 coins, and I've been playing Origins more, so I have more like 800 coins.
Okay,
So-
I actually haven't even unlocked everything because I played Origins when it came out. I did the story mode playthrough, and then I haven't really touched it since. Other than messing around occasionally with mirror mode. I haven't played these games a whole lot recently.
I still need to mess around with mirror mode. Maybe I'll do that for the Knuckles playthrough.
Oh, have fun. It'll mess with you for a bit, and then you'll get
Oh.
used to it, and it's fine.
Yeah, I played like 2 seconds of it, or not 2 seconds. I played up through Marble Zone with Tails and Sonic 1 in mirror mode. And yeah, it definitely screwed with me. Yeah, this is the part where the special stage designers just gave up on ring placement. They're just, yeah. I know like how I can get the most out of those, but you only get like 10 rings per. And yeah, I got hit like 10 times, and I still got the freaking emerald. So suck it, everyone who says these are hard, including you, Jank.
Dickhead. Oof.
But it's over. We got all the emeralds.
Wait,
Now
there's a
we can
gems
become
bonus?
Goku.
I don't know if I've ever noticed that before. Huh.
Yeah. Now we can be Goku.
Yay! Dragon Ball time.
Yeah. And I have 164 rings because they babyified the game, so... Ah! This is to go even further beyond! Ah!
Okay, Sean.
I wish I could scream like Sean Shamel.
That's what editing's for.
I'll just scream and then I'll lower the pitch and then add echo. That's yeah. This is the first game with Supersonic.
Finally done.
Supersonic's pretty neat. They kind of started using him only for final bosses there for a little while, but now he's kind of back, except in Frontiers, so never mind.
Yeah, but like, I don't mind it there. I really don't mind it there, because man, when you do get him, oh boy.
Oh yeah. But Chemical Plant, what you think about this one? Well, you kind of talked about it already, but yeah,
it's fun.
I love this zone. I wish it
there's not really much
reused
more
a
I could
million
say on it
times.
than anyone else has already said.
Yeah, I love it. I wish it wasn't reused a million times by now.
Yeah, too bad we're not going to see it for very long. I can already see you're speeding through.
Yep. Well, once I get all the emeralds, I start playing the game like I normally do, which is just speed demon. Except I go for rings because I like rings. I like to see the number go up. Oh, I actually have 700 rings. Damn. Or 700 coins.
That jumped up. I swear last time I was at like 650.
Okay. Well, yeah.
You got like 100 more lives in between this and CD, I guess.
Yeah,
Damn.
because I told you this off camera at one point, but I re-recorded Sonic 2 because in Origins, the original release of Origins, before they had a small patch, if Tails got off screen in Sonic 2, you would hear him jumping forever for the rest of the zone. So that was what my original recording for Sonic 2 was like. So I re-recorded this like in January, so just a few months ago.
Right.
So yeah, I had definitely played some more Origins in between then when I recorded CD and this. So yeah. This song is funky.
Yeah, I never tired of the original. Remixes has kind of killed it for me because it's like, yeah, it's Chemical Plant, I get it. But like, I hear the original and it's just, I like it.
You don't like the Mania remixes?
Oh, those are good, I guess. But I still get hit with, oh, yay, Chemical Plant again.
So you guys know the most iconic part of this level.
You touched the water, what the fuck?
I was going for that life. Or the coin, I guess.
You're not supposed to touch the water. You're not playing this right.
But I wanted the life, so fuck you.
Anyways, that kind of ruins what you were saying about the iconic part of the stage.
Yeah, well, we're about to just skip it right here. Yep, that's it.
Yep. I do that every time. I can get past that part anytime I want, but I don't want to.
Yeah.
Well, I'd rather just avoid it.
We'll see it in Mania, so it's fine.
But Willie.
You'll play it if you're playing it right, because there's a special ring down there. Oh yeah, Tails screwed me there.
Tails is a ticking time bomb on that boss fight specifically.
He's a ticking time bomb on a lot of the bosses.
That one. It took me a while to beat that one the first time because I didn't know how to manipulate Tails properly,
and I made him die.
Get wrecked.
And I was so satisfied. Oh, yes, vindication.
But yeah, if Tails doesn't screw you over, you can just kind of jump on him for a while.
Yeah, which I was going to do, but now I'm playing it safe because I don't want to die again.
Also, I think this was you who told me, but in the Genesis version, you can duck, and the water won't hurt you. But in the Taxman version, which I assume is also this, it hurts you still.
Yeah, it's there's little changes like that.
I don't know if it was a glitch then or just overlooked, but
I think maybe it was a glitch in the original because I don't know. I think Sonic's hitbox when he's crouched it acts differently, but I wouldn't know. This is my personal favorite zone in the game.
Yeah, I can see it. This is a fun level. It's got a good track.
Yeah, I love the music.
I just don't like the leaves. I hate them so much, especially the foreground ones. They look so bad and get stuck everywhere. I don't like it.
They get stuck in my teeth. They get stuck in my hair. God.
Well, okay, I guess it's worse for you, damn.
But yeah, I love this. This is kind of, in a way, some sort of precursor to Hydro City.
Yeah.
Because it's like, it's a water level, but you can completely avoid the water if you're good at the game.
And we're almost done with it.
Yeah. It's also an incredibly fast zone. There's a lot of neat alternate paths. Half of them are in the water though, so. But the underwater platforming is underwater. It actually uses a lot of the hills, so you can actually get speed underwater, which is not something you can do in Sonic 1 or Sonic CD, really.
Helpful tip on those arrows: let them fly past you, because if you off-screen them behind you, they're still on. They'll still come for you.
They'll still chase you.
They will. They are seeking your ass, and they aren't stopping until they reach it.
Mm-hmm. See, I like to play dangerously with them because sometimes, like, they'll be stationed. Oh yeah, see, there's one. But sometimes they're stationed like near a loop-de-loop. So I like to time it to where the arrow is right in the center of the loop-de-loop as I go through the loop itself. Because I play dangerously.
This is one of those bosses where the widescreen version is technically harder because you can't do the strat.
Yeah, and he's
and you are you've lost all will to fight.
Well,
You're playing living on the edge right now.
I forgot that the hammer itself actually hurts you
Yeah.
when it swings, but it doesn't hurt you when it's in its upward position.
No, it's okay. You were just prepping for the final boss.
Oh yeah,
Getting rid of all your rings.
I'll just be playing the rest of the game with no rings. Don't worry, guys. No, I'm
Like
not
a
good
Chad.
enough to just avoid all the rings.
No ring challenge. Come on, let's do it.
Yeah, I bet you love this zone.
Ugh. Ugh.
See,
This is the best of the. Actually, no, that's Carnival Night. I actually like Carnival Night, but no, I don't. This zone's definitely better than Collision Chaos and Spring Yard, but I still have a lot. I don't like it very much.
I disagree. Spring Yard's better
Than this?
than this, yes.
Huh.
Because
I don't know how to react to that.
I like the bouncy. This has slot machines which keep you in place if you land in them, and I don't like that. And I don't like these things either. They're slow.
Is it weird?
And I don't like these things. They're slow too. So yeah, there's a lot of just slow gimmicks in this that I don't like. I know they're all pinball related.
I don't know. I'd rather have those than just being stuck repeatedly, being bounced back and forth over and over. But you beat it in under a minute anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, because I'm still good at the game. The bumpers and stuff, I know how to actually use those for platforming. If there was like a stage that was nothing but bumpers, I could probably beat it. Because
So you must love Sonic Heroes then. That's okay. I'll defend Heroes till I die, but I won't defend those. Don't worry.
Yeah, those are objectively like some of the worst 3D Sonic levels. Well, I can't say objectively because someone will yell at me. Oh yeah, for some reason there's a freaking what we were talking
there.
There's so we talked about this in CD where those like tube things have like some sort of accelerator if you enter them too slow. For some reason, that one in particular, the accelerator is pointed the opposite direction that you need to go. So, yeah.
Wow, the way to go is just to fall down. This is Heroes.
Yep. This, this is just how I always play the level. Honestly, I don't know if there's a better way to get through this zone. I'm trying to be cool with physics, so I just give up.
That's okay. That's what the boss fight's for.
Yeah. You know, the original version, like the beta Casino Night, is like super pink. It looks like a CD level.
Huh. Naoto Oshima got to work on it.
Yeah. It's, well, actually, I don't know if Naoto Oshima worked on this game other than Tails' design. Because
You're not even doing this boss in the cool way.
well, I always play it that other way, but I wanted to be supersonic, so I did funny way. Yeah, that was.
I guess we
Night.
gotta see Supersonic at some point.
I really don't know why Casino Night's like one of the most iconic Sonic levels for like the general mainstream media.
Because I think people like the aesthetic, and Sega just only ever sees that, so they always bring it back. Or like to reference
Even though
it.
I guarantee like half
That's
the
why
people...
Sonic 3 never gets anything, because I guess Sonic 3 just probably sold less than this.
Well, yeah, Sonic 2 is like the best-selling Sonic game ever. Period. By far. Not even a contest.
Even SA2?
Yes.
Okay.
Like, the Sonic 2 was the height of Sonic's popularity back in the 90s. And I think pretty much... I think 100% of people that owned a Genesis had Sonic 2. And that's not even counting
Sonic
like
1.
all the re-releases that both Sonic 1 and 2 have had. You know, maybe with all the re-releases, maybe Sonic 1 has outsold it, but I don't know. I still think
where's Sonic
2
2 on the GBA?
If they made Sonic Genesis 2, I would have shot myself in the head.
I would have been jumping for joy. Another Sonic game. Imagine the half pipe on the GBA.
It wouldn't even work. Well, there's a half pipe
They did
in
it
Sonic
on Sonic Advance, so...
1.
Or at least something similar to that, so...
Sonic Advance unlocks blast processing for the GBA.
Anyways, back to the game. This is Hilltop. It's a zone.
It is
It's
Emerald
fun.
Hill Zone graphics. But
No,
blue.
okay, so this is Green Hill Zone 4.
No, it's Blue Hill Zone.
Yes, I'm sorry.
Because they completely, for the time,
No,
the level
this
titles.
is different enough from, like, in terms of, like, the actual stage itself. It's different enough to be different from Green Hill. And it's fun on its own right. But I've never been big on the music and then the aesthetic.
Yeah.
So, like, it's fun to play, but I always rush past it because I'm like, I don't like everything else.
I like the parallax scroll in the background here.
Yeah.
'Cause we're like way up
nice.
in the freaking clouds. Maybe Chaos Island and Frontiers is a reference to this.
Oh, maybe.
I doubt it. I doubt Sonic Team was even thinking of Sonic 2 when they made Frontiers, other than having Chemical Plant there. But
don't remind me.
But when I was a kid, for some reason, this song was my favorite. It's not anymore.
What?
I don't know. I was stupid. Tails? Tails on those seesaws can also screw you over, too. Because you want to
he
get
does
like,
something similar in Sonic 3, and it's just as bad and obnoxious.
Because you want like the maximum bounce. But to do that, you need to land on the like far left or right of the opposite side the projectile is on. But sometimes Tails will just come out of nowhere and just jump straight in the middle of it, and it'll barely bounce into the air at all. And you'll get no height off of it.
I don't think I've seen this path in a while.
This is the main path I usually go on, because...
Really? Because the rise there is so slow.
I have Tails.
I guess.
And there's like there's a nice little platforming section up here afterwards.
Gaining the speed.
No,
Oh, you didn't bounce.
because that would have taken way longer.
Yeah, but it's satisfying as hell. I do this. It's like
I do that in
why you do it in
Oil
Oil
Ocean.
Ocean.
I do it in
That's
Oil
what I was
Ocean.
thinking of.
I do it in Oil Ocean, but you'll see what happens to me when I do that in Oil Ocean.
Oh boy. Coming up next time on Sonic 2.
Oh yeah, and Tails is activating the platforms like a fucking asshole. That's it, burn, you little fucker.
Last time on Super Mario Bros. Z. Tails overstayed his welcome for the last time.
Sonic got tired of his shit, and he's about to screw me over here, I think. No, I just screwed
Tails
myself
always
over.
fucks me over on there. You fucked yourself over.
Yeah. Oh, there he goes. He killed the boss, at least.
That's unfortunate. That boss is annoying.
Yeah. And
So it's
so
a
is the whale
crapshoot.
ocean boss. It's like kind of the same kind of thing. Ugh.
I feel like Sonic right now. I'm just waiting for it to end.
Mystic Cave is
This
a lot
sounds
of
good.
people's favorite.
I don't
zone.
see why. It's got a good aesthetic. It's got it's got one of the best tracks in the game. But as far as level design goes, it's cheap as hell.
It's very spiky. It kind of reminds me of Marble Garden.
This
From
is
3 and
Dibs. This is just Dibs level design, but slightly better.
No, there's no you run really fast. and
It has a
then you-
bottomless pit. What are you talking about? Or it has a insta-kill pit. What are you talking about? This is Dibs.
Not in this version.
Yeah. Are you
And
going
it's
to the
not-
Hidden Palace?
And that pit isn't instant kill, by the way. That pit is a slow death. Especially if you're supersonic when you fall in.
It's still probably one of my favorite Sonic shorts ever.
Yeah. But yes, I am going to Hidden Palace Zone. Because I
Okay.
have to showcase it.
Yeah, of course. It has nothing to do with Hidden Palace in Sonic 3, but it's there.
Yeah.
I guess you can call it non-canon because of the name, but yeah, it's
Or
cool.
new Sonic lore just fresh off the Jelly Lord brain, alright? So some ancient peoples, maybe the ancient peoples of West Side Island, they knew about Angel Island and they knew about the echidnas and everything. And they were like trying to falsely replicate it. So the Hidden Palace in this is just a false replica of the Hidden Palace in Three Knuckles. Think about it.
Maybe.
I paused there. I believe that was because my old dog fell over and started barking, so I had to go help him up.
You
So
just
that,
yelled at him, being like, "Shut up! I'm playing Sonic 2."
that was like a 10-minute cut because I also like fed him and stuff. Yeah, I personally like this zone. I love the aesthetic. I don't like spots like this that are just kind of slow. Oh yeah, something happens right here. Get ready
This
for
is
some
just the
Sonic
inner
Origins.
scrap rain zone.
Sonic Origins.
Tails died and took it with him.
It's like-
Tails is a nuke.
I was so flabbergasted. I was like, what? That's the start
I
of
have
the
never
Sonic
seen that
Origins
before.
jank right there. Oh boy.
When Robotnik's diabolical traps.
Yep.
It was just a screen nuke and took Tails with him.
Here we are.
Yeah, I like the track for this.
Yeah. It's not... There was an unused track in Sonic 2. And I think that was the actual intended track for this. Because this is like a multiplayer track, I think, in Sonic 2.
Now, it's really funny looking at this stage because you see already the elements of Mania, where a lot of enemies have increased animations, gimmicks have more animations, the boss is significantly harder than almost any other boss in this stage, in this game.
The boss is
So you already see
very
kind of
Mania.
Yeah. You already see the experimentation, but at the same time, because a lot of the level layout's the same, it's kind of flat.
Yeah.
Like, the new sections are a lot better, but a lot of the level design for this is kind of empty.
Well, this was originally meant to just kind of be like a short act that you played after you got all the emeralds in Sonic 2.
So Sky Sanctuary.
Yeah, pretty much. And it's kind of like that here. But they definitely try to make it like a full-length act, at least.
Yeah, at least they didn't try adding an Act 2.
I love the aesthetics here, though. It's very
A little mix on
psychedelic.
Background. The background's a little weird. But
That's what I was talking about, though. It's like kind of psychedelic.
I think it worked better in Quartz Quadrant.
Well, that was on a Sega CD.
Yeah, and this is on my smartphone. One of those things is more powerful than the other.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, it's not the Sega CD.
Well, this is on my.
Yeah, this is a Mania boss.
Yeah,
You
this
injure him
this
with
is
that.
very much a Mania boss. I'm not even messing with it. I'm just using Tails to kill him.
It's hard.
This is
And it
like
takes
the
forever.
the worst kind of boss in Mania is the ones that make you just wait around forever.
Yeah.
And I'm just not for it. I mean, I think the bosses in Mania are better designed because this is... Oh yeah, another glitch right here. He was supposed to fly away, but he got hit by the bomb, so now he's just following me.
Huh.
He's still doing his attack pattern, but there's no attacks.
That's
He still raises the water too.
that's interesting.
Yeah, I'm so confused. It's like, oh, it's now Sonic, Tails, and Eggman Adventure.
Imagine if the thing over here didn't spawn in.
I
You're
would.
just fucked.
Well, that would have been unfortunate.
Just wait for the timeout and leave. That's happened to me before when
Yeah.
I play Sonic 3, like the base game, and I get stuck in one of the diabolical traps, and I'm just stuck there waiting for a time over. It happened to me twice once.
Yeah. I just imagine Sonic and Tails there just like, aren't you gonna try and flee? Like, no, I'm good. I just need to take a breather.
This zone's cool.
This zone
Got a great
is
track.
very, very cheap. It's got...
It is, but I don't know. There's something I like about it a bit more than Mystic Cave.
I don't like it because of the badniks specifically. I'm fine with the
yeah.
level design. The seahorses can fuck themselves. Yeah.
And this is definitely the most surprising addition to Mania.
Everyone expected like Mystic Cave or Aquatic Ruin.
I would have wanted Metropolis personally, but
Yeah, I think Mania needed more. Well, never mind. I would say that about Generations. I think Generations needed more later stage.
yeah,
Because
a
it's
lot
all
of them are in like the first 3 stages.
other than like Planet Wisp and Crisis City. I think that's it.
Crisis City is like stage 4, but really is stage 3 if you don't count the Elise acts or the Elise levels.
Well, I count those because those are full stages, anyways. But oh, yep, I got hit by a fucking projectile I couldn't see. Thanks, Seahorse. But this is where I get the most jank out of Sonic Origins. See, I do it here. It's fun.
Whee!
Do not let yourself go over those tiles in Sonic Origins, by the way. You'll see
Really?
why.
Oh boy.
You'll see why. I'm trying to go up there. I don't know why.
Up there.
Why. You can
you have
do
tails.
it. You can do
and
it.
you lost your
I don't
shield.
know why I'm not using Tails. But it's also a shortcut if you go all the way to the right that way. But at this point, I
Drop
probably
dash.
wasted more time than going on the normal path anyway, so...
Oh, I guess you can't drop dash again, can you? Since you jumped out of it.
Yeah. You can't drop dash into the oil. It'll just uncurl you.
Oh.
Yeah. Hit that. Da, da, da. Yeah, see, there's a life over there, too. That's how you get that, is going up above that little path there.
Wait, what happened there? Did
Tails...
you,
No, Tails entered
Tails.
the thing. Yeah.
Okay.
Because in
I
Origins
probably, like,
and the
shot you
Taxman
back. It was
version-
like, no, I don't want him.
in Origins and the Taxman versions, instead of flying until he touches the ground, as soon as he touches Sonic, he enters ball mode, and he's like, and now an active part of the level. Yeah. But yeah, this level just makes me very anxious. I don't like losing rings, but I know it's going to happen several times.
So it makes it fun. Look at that. You're in you were in Act 1 for 3 minutes. That's longer than both acts of other stages.
Yeah. It's partly because I'm, playing carefully, partly because the level design just doesn't allow you to just kind of blaze through it.
I think it makes it fun.
But this is the part, this act right here. Oh, this act right here.
All right, off to a good start.
Yeah. Well, this is normal. I'm just waiting for the fan so I can actually get up here. Those fans are very tightly timed. Like, I don't know why I went backwards there, but it's fine. We're just going
That'll
down
happen
here.
to me in like Starlight.
Yeah. It's like the smallest slope ever. I don't expect Sonic to change his direction when I land on it, but that's what happened. And then it didn't happen that time, so I don't know what the hell happened there.
Sometimes the fans will like mess with the physics. I've noticed.
Yeah.
Because Starlight does the same thing with its fans, where like you'll jump over it and then it'll pull you back into it.
Yeah.
Shortcut.
Ugh. I do think the Mania act for this is one of the better stages.
It's really good.
Mm-hmm.
Especially because you can light it all on fire. It's...
Oh yeah.
They clearly watched Sonic shorts for that one.
That was actually a Some Call Me Johnny bit.
Really?
Yeah, it was a reference to Some Call Me Johnny's like old review of Sonic 2.
Oh.
Because he was talking about Oil Ocean, and he was like, I wonder what would happen if you lit a match in this place. And then he had a little animation of him lighting a match and tossing it in, and the whole thing just blowing up like a nuke.
So I remember from like Sonic shorts, I think, where Mario gets stuck in and Sonic just takes out a match.
Well, maybe that it's a reference to that too, but I doubt it. Because
clearly all these people come from Sonic Retro anyways.
Yeah, they did credit Some Call Me Johnny in the like art book at some point.
Oh, really?
Of Mania? Huh. Yeah, I think so. Because like it was like a special thanks section, and he was in there. And, oh yeah, here we go. I launched into the air for some reason. I was like, I'm gonna try and launch, but nope. I am imprisoned above this tile. I cannot leave. I'm trying to fly with Tails. It's not working. This is just a prison. And when I replay the stage, you're gonna see the freaking I can even go super trying to get out. But when I replay the stage, you'll see that the like cannon launcher thing launched me back up in the air again for no reason. It's not supposed to do that. So here we go. We're
back to it, and I see you got cursed again.
Yep. Yeah.
Why Sonic 4?
Because we're not going to get to that for a long time. And I'm
Just
already
play it sooner.
I'm already going to yeah, see, look, it launches me up again. It's not supposed to do that. So this time I avoided going above that tile.
Alright, well that never happened to me. I'm just gonna say that.
Yeah, that didn't happen. You guys didn't see anything.
That was something.
That's the most jank thing that happens to me, though, thankfully. It's over.
Thank goodness they turned down the volume in this. Holy hell, it's so long. It's so loud in the Genesis version.
Yeah.
Because I'll still play it like emulated, and it freaks me the hell out every time.
You like my little dance?
Oh, we all do it. This is probably my favorite, well, actually, no, I think maybe it's one of the Sonic 3 tracks, but that's like one of my favorite boss tracks.
I love that boss track. There's a,
it's just goofy, and it fits it so well.
Mm-hmm. There's a channel called My New Soundtrack. He does like a lot of retro style remixes. He did a Super Nintendo instrumentized version of that song. And it is like so incredible. Like it sounds like a really intense Mega Man X song. It's really good.
That's awesome. All right, Metropolis Zone. Hot take time. This is my favorite zone.
You're just full of the hot takes, huh? First Labyrinth, and now this.
I never said Labyrinth was my favorite. I just said I liked it.
Yeah, that's
it's
a hot take in and of itself.
I guess. But yeah, I love this zone. Whenever I replay Sonic 2, if I don't feel like playing the whole game, I will just always level select my way here.
Until...
And you got rid of the music track. Why?
Because I
hate you.
I had to get revenge on the Slicer by going
You
super,
almost died there.
by going super, staring into his soul, and then just touching him, so he exploded. But
yeah, this zone is cheap as hell.
Do not spin dash jump into those yellow bumpers.
Yeah, I learned that the hard way.
Your jump ball lock.
I think you were there when active. I did
that. Yeah, your jump ball lock is still active even when you hit the bumpers, so you won't be able to move Sonic out of the bumpers.
Yep. Yeah, the zone is very cheap, but I don't know why I love the difficulty of it. I did not know that was there. Huh.
Yeah, see, you were talking about Sonic 2's level design earlier not being, it's more straightforward, and it is more straightforward, but they still, this is where the Sonic 3 level design kind of actually got its start, because there are loads of hidden checkpoints for special stages everywhere. They're just not as obvious as Sonic 3.
I always liked his track start pose that he does there.
Yeah.
For Super Sonic specifically, it's nice.
They didn't do this for the rest of the games in Origins, but for Sonic 3 and Knuckles, I'm glad that they actually added sprites for Super Sonic for when he hits a spring or looks up and stuff like that. Because for some reason in the original Genesis games, Sonic always reverted to his regular sprite, even when he's super, when he hits objects like that.
Yeah.
But he's still glowing gold, so it's kind of funny. Fuck you, Shellcracker.
It's funny, they went out of their way to add in new sprites for Sonic 3, but they didn't for Sonic 2.
Yeah, because we kind of got into this before, but Sonic Origins, they just kind of ported the already existing Sonic 1, 2, and CD into this game. And then for Sonic 3 and Knuckles, it was headcanon, like Stealth from the Sonic Mania team. Mm-hmm. His whole development team was working on the Sonic 3 and Knuckles version of this, because there was no Taxman version of that already existing. But, you know, they were trying to go above and beyond with it and add new features like, you know, one might expect of like more of a fan game type thing, like Sonic 3 Air. Because Stealth himself said that he was trying to compete with his fan game contemporaries for this version of Sonic 3 and Knuckles, but he just did not have enough time, which is why Sonic 3 and Knuckles is the most jank out of the
This
rest.
is evil.
Yeah, like what are you supposed to do there? Other than be supersonic, maybe. I mean, I think you can probably make that jump, but it's just super precise.
It is incredibly precise.
Oh, whoa. Yeah, and the fact that these now properly rotate has fully broken them. You cannot stand on the like extended bits of the gear. You can only stand on the round part.
Huh.
That
hurts it.
Yeah, it's like that in the Taxman version as well, but it's not as bad, I find. Oh, and I kind of screwed myself here.
Back down you go. Reset.
Oh, Tails.
No, you're going back down.
My savior.
Oh, you...
Oh, and he got his freaking slicer arms back. Run, Tails.
He just sees you and he's like, back from where, you little bitch. Are you going to do it?
I'm just staring into his soul.
What was that? I think it's Sonic 4. When they return, they just kind of panic.
In Sonic 4, what happens is after they throw their
oh, that one went very far.
Yeah, after they throw their cutter arm things, they will self-destruct. They'll do like they'll blink red for a little bit and then they'll self-destruct. And that's
they just know it's too late.
Yeah, it's hilarious. I like to sit and watch them explode.
All right, I'm gonna give you a number. I want you to call it when we're done with this. Just trust me.
Why?
You need help, man.
I don't see what's wrong with torturing those who have wronged me. That's why I torture Tails when he...
Well, you see, if everyone followed an eye for an eye, we wouldn't get anywhere now, would we?
Maybe.
Philosophy.
We don't need to get into a philosophical debate. That'll last for 3 hours.
You're right. We'll do that for Dark Souls.
Yes.
We're gonna be there for a while, anyways.
It's the end of the level. Run. I was expecting a slicer because there's always a slicer at the top of those.
This would be the level to do it, but they don't, thankfully.
Yep. For that one spot, at least.
Time for Act 3, because they got lazy and didn't make a Wing Fortress Act 2. I always wonder, why is this zone specifically? Oh, well.
Why? What about this zone?
Why this zone specifically getting an Act 3? It's
well,
not like the levels are short. These are
okay.
some of the longer levels.
There's actually a reason for that.
Okay.
So you know how Hidden Palace was sort of going to be like a Sky Sanctuary or Hidden Palace from Sonic 3 and Knuckles type thing.
Right.
They also had one of those planned for an Eggman zone. Well, they kind of do have it with Wing Fortress, but they were going to have another one. And it was called Genocide City. And they had a full palette, or like they had a full sprite sheet for the level tiles and everything. And they had the level design all done. But Sega was like, you can't call something Genocide City. Because it was
have
named,
no issue with that.
It was named by the Japanese. They thought it was like a cool pun on Genesis. And when you look at it that way, that's a badass Sonic level name.
I guess.
But, like, they didn't want a level called Genocide in a kid's game, I guess. But, so what they ended up doing, yeah, that's not cheap.
I don't think I've ever been hit by that before.
Yeah, in Sonic Origins.
I don't usually take that way.
Well, no, in Sonic Origins, little tiny things are, like, changed, probably not on purpose. So, like, some launchers send you slightly further than they should. And in the original, those spikes on the ceiling there are just meant to scare the shit out of you. But, you know, they don't. Or you don't actually get hit by them by the launcher.
This is that version of the game that is made only to fuck with longtime fans by changing the tiniest things to change up someone's routine and mess with them.
See, I would agree with you if I thought that was intentional.
It'd be fun if it were.
It's certainly not intentional. It's not like Mania where they specifically changed some of the old level design just to fuck with old school players.
Oh, that one's not the bottomless pit. Okay, you're good.
Yeah.
I thought you were just dead. I was like, this will be fun.
Yeah, that's another thing that, like, it's another small change in Origins, but it has, like, a big impact on how you play the level. Those Asterons, I think, have a slightly larger range than they normally do. Because in the original, you can avoid even activating, like, half of them. I just left that slicer to suffer.
I'm just gonna sit here and bop.
He will remember his lost comrades.
No, he won't.
Tails, you want to help me out here? No, you're just gonna take a nap? Okay.
Tails, you ungrateful bastard. That's why I don't take children with me.
Yeah, fuck you.
Get wrecked, Tails.
I know.
But don't troll Tails. You can wreck him, but don't troll him. There's gonna be a lot of bad things that happen.
Okay. He's earned it. He was born without slicer arms, but he had to die for the sins of the others.
All right. That's a very dark line of thinking.
On this boss, can you are you good enough to time the hits to where when you're not supersonic, obviously, there's a certain point when he's swinging those orbs around himself where you can actually hit him from below. Have you ever been able to do that?
Yes. Not perfectly every time, but I can do it.
Yeah, I do it too. I was going to showcase it, but I forgot, and I turned super by instinct, so...
You can turn off super, though.
No.
Oh? Oh, it's only Air, isn't it? Wow.
Yeah, that's only Sonic 3 Air.
Wow, this game sucks.
That's something
anyways.
I don't like, is just being able to turn on invincibility mode on and off whenever you want. You know?
Sky Chase. I like this zone entirely for the music.
So yeah.
It is short enough to be inoffensive, and I just enjoy the music the whole time. I love it.
I like the one in Mania better.
I don't. It's too involved.
It's not more involved than this. You just have.
I
like
don't want it to be
section.
Involved. I want it to be easy, so I can just take a break and enjoy the music.
I said it's not more involved than this.
Oh.
It's about as easy as this. I just like the music
track
better.
And this is better then.
We just completely disagree. I like the music in the Mania one way better.
It's gonna sound pathetic, but when the Sonic Minecraft DLC released, I got it. Found there was a jukebox. Found this song was on the jukebox and just kind of stood there for like 10 minutes not even playing it.
That's not pathetic.
I was just enjoying it. I was like, this is great. I don't need to play it.
Maybe someone
and then I played it and I was like, this ain't that great.
Maybe someone who's not a real fan would think that's pathetic. But me, nah. I sit on the Sonic Mega Collection menu forever listening to that music.
This is better.
Have you heard the Mega Collection menu theme?
Is it on Xbox? Because if it is, I'm gonna buy it whenever I find it.
It is on Xbox, and it's a good.
Okay.
It's a really good collection. I recommend.
Yeah, I'll have to get it if I ever see it.
Has a lot more than just. The
I saw
Sonic
the
games.
second one that was made that was worse, but so I didn't grab it. But I did see it once in a store. But I know it wasn't like the one people liked.
I don't really find too much of a difference between Mega Collection and Mega Collection Plus.
Yeah, that one.
I had Plus. I think it just has more content to it. Maybe. I don't know.
I thought it had less. Maybe I'm thinking of something else. Maybe I'm thinking of just Mega Collection in general compared to Sonic Jam.
Wait, Sonic Jam is the one with the 3D world thing.
Right, but I know I'm trying to remember like collection wise, like in terms of what you can view and such.
I know there's.
I know one of them had a weaker collection.
I don't know.
Where it was like just Archie comic covers.
I mean,
or something.
I have both. I will have to look. But they both have the same.
You're playing with fire here.
No, I'm not. I'm skipping the level.
I meant turning supersonic.
Oh no. See, maybe if I were bad at the game, but
I do like that section though. It always keeps me on my toes.
I like
platforming. It's hard as hell.
I like challenging platforming sections in these games.
Yeah.
Everyone is always like, I want to go fast, but if you go too
Bottom
fast,
it's
you're
not
not
a
gonna have
Sonic
fun.
game. Yeah.
If you go too
You know what?
fast,
Dimps had the right idea.
yeah.
No.
Those are
won't say that.
like the children that had Sonic Advance 2 and think that's the best Sonic game.
Get wrecked, boss. I don't like that boss.
Yeah, that boss is lame.
Life. You nerd.
And, you know, this happened on all the other classic Sonic games so far, but we're suddenly at the end of the game, and I've only just realized this. Like, these games are very short. See, when you're playing it, it doesn't feel as short, at least in my opinion.
Yeah.
It feels like a nice meaty adventure that you can complete in one sitting, but when you're watching it,
It's great because like if I just ever have a 2-hour period where I have nothing to do, I don't feel like watching something, I'm like, play Sonic 2. I'll finish it, I'll feel complete, and I'll have plenty of time to spare. It'll be nice.
For the longest time, whenever I was out anywhere, I would just boot up the Taxman version of Sonic 1 or 2 on my phone and just play through it if I'm like waiting for an appointment or if I'm on a car ride or whatever.
I didn't like that track anyways. Ugh.
I'm also gonna destroy Mecha Sonic Mark 1 here.
I have this so memorized. I'm like counting in my head every hit you have.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever really fought that guy without doing that strategy. As a kid,
I
would just
used to because I didn't know about the strategy.
Well, yeah, as a kid, I would.
And I could never beat him.
Yeah, as a kid, I would try, but I would always just die, so... No.
See, I would occasionally beat him and then immediately die here.
I am playing this more safe. You can technically hit him every time he takes a step, but for some reason it feels inconsistent to me, and sometimes I just die when I...
Yeah, unless you're Knuckles.
Yeah, and if you're Knuckles, you have to play it the safe way. But with Sonic, I do get some extra hits in here and there, but I don't get, like, necessarily every potential possible hit that I could have gotten.
Yeah, thankfully this isn't... Somehow, they made this fight more obnoxious than Sonic 4.
It's... Well, if you're not playing it like I am here, I think this boss is harder. If you're going for every single hit to finish it super fast, then I think this boss is a lot
but though,
harder.
you can make this fight harder. In Sonic 4, it's just no matter what going to be hard.
Yeah, but I also just don't
rings.
find it hard at all in that game. But that's because
it took me so long to beat that. And I beat it, saw Metal Sonic at the end, and was like, well, this would be cool, but I already knew he was here because I had played Sonic 2 already. Or Sonic 4 Episode 2 already.
You played Episode 2 first?
No, I played Episode 1 first, but I couldn't beat it until after I beat Episode 2.
Ah.
Because the Episode 2 final boss is a lot easier.
Well, yeah, it is. I mean, you can be Supersonic in it, so that helps.
I like this song.
This is my favorite ending theme in a Sonic
game.
Yeah.
How do you feel about 06?
06 makes me cry, okay? We lay like lovers in the warm embrace.
At least you don't have to play it. You'll just have to sit through it when I make you sit through it.
And I will just judge you the entire time, like I always do. Because I'm a good friend. People say they like the ending where it's not the emeralds. And I get that, but I think people just use that as an excuse to ignore the emeralds because they're bad.
I think people just use it as an excuse to be like just to say Tails was somewhat useful.
Yeah, because in the original,
I mean, he can be if you manipulate him right, but more times than not, he's just not well put in and implemented. And it's like, come on, Sonic 3 comes out immediately after this. He's a lot better there.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and dunk on Tails, because you'll compliment him in Sonic 3 anyways.
Yeah. I love that end screen, but I think I prefer the credits medley from Sonic 1 better than this.
I think the songs in Sonic 1 flow into each other better.
Yeah, and I think the unique parts of the melody, like the start of each of these medleys has like a unique lead in to the rest of the songs from the game. I just like the one in Sonic 1 a lot better. The that thing.
Yeah.
The one in Sonic 2 is not really as memorable.
I like the one in Sonic 3. That one's pretty good.
So that one, it just kind of goes in from Sky Sanctuary. It doesn't have a unique medley part, unless you're talking about the Sonic 3 only credits theme.
Yeah.
Because that one's good. I love that.
Because that one also gets its own ending credits music from Michael Jackson. So that's why I never return. I love that track.
Mm-hmm. I love Aquatic Realms music so much.
It's good. It's good.
The T-Lopes remix is also top notch. But yeah, Sonic 2. I used to not really prefer this to Sonic 1, but now I like it a lot more than Sonic 1.
Yeah, when I was a kid, I liked Sonic 1 more, but that's because I could actually beat Sonic 1.
Yeah, Sonic 1 is significantly shorter, though. And that's probably why I played it a lot more. I say significantly shorter, but like if you look at the recording for this versus the recording for Sonic 1, it's like maybe 15 minutes. But in Sonic gameplay time, that's like 3 full zones.
Yeah.
When you're going fast, you know? So.
I like how it's a sped up version here.
Yeah, it's fun. A
bit more jazzy, you know.
Speaking of jazzy, the Generations remix is it's really good.
Never actually listened to it because I've never played it.
It's
I have access to it, but whenever I play Gens, I always play it on my Xbox because I'm weird like that.
It's a full jazz band version of the Casino Night song. So it's really good.
Yeah.
And looky, we get a Sonic 3 and Knuckles teaser because we're gonna be doing that next week.
Yeah.
This was not in the original game, if it wasn't obvious. They didn't know what.
Well, yeah, because Knuckles wasn't there in the JP artwork at all.
Yeah. And
I do like that reference to the Sonic 2 box art or Sonic 3 box art.
Yeah. Which is the American box art is clearly the superior.
Wait, is that actually the full ending cutscene?
Yeah, that's it. It just kind of ends.
Really? I remember it being more substantial. Huh.
No, the opening to Sonic 3 and Knuckles it leads like right after that. It's where Eggman meets Knuckles. Like that's the lead into Sonic 3 and Knuckles.
Yeah, whatever. We'll see that next time.
Yep.
I'm a good boy and put it in.
Except you did put the intro and outro, just like me.
Don't worry about that.